to be Her Majesty's, His Majesty's ambassador in
O
Washington.
casque
And if he
o
had
celular
did
do
this,
povo
despite
e a
Mendelssohn had
uno.
stayed in Epstein's house
Mamãe.
while he was in jail for child prostitution. The problem was not the structures or the processes, the
Mamãe,
information was there. The
você
warnings were there.
casquei.
The problem is that the Prime Minister had all that before him and yet chose to ignore it. You cannot be blaming others. You cannot blame too many mistakes, and he has no choice but to be honest about failure where I see it. He is right. Now let me turn to some specific questions. First, can the Minister confirm whether Peter Mandelson received a golden goodbye severance payment signed off by the government? Why has the government refused to answer this question since September? It's been reported that the golden goodbye was between £39,000 and £55,000, more than the average person earns in a year, Mr. Speaker. This is grotesque. And what steps is the government taking to retrieve this incredible payment for resigning in disgrace? It sounded from the Minister like he was saying he couldn't do it. I have to remind the Minister, at the moment at least, they are actually the government. They can't take action. Second, while he was our ambassador. Yes or no to a full inquiry into Mandel's life as our public office despite his known association with the paedophile. Number 10 have said that they investigated Matthew Doyle's relationship with a convicted paedophile Sean Moulton. Number 10 queried Doyle, the PM's former director of communications, at Peerage, after reportedly examining his past. Whether the relationship continued after Moulton's conviction. If Doyle cut ties with Moulton upon his conviction, why doesn't the government just say so? So I asked the Chief Secretary to clarify this, and will he agree to publish all the documents relating to that appointment? Fourth, the Chief Secretary told the House on the 2nd of February that the review of the decision to appoint Mandelson was underway. What form will it take? When will Mandelson be interviewed as part of that review? Will it include the involvement of hostile intelligence services? And finally, has the government decided responded to the ISC's request for more resourcing so it can do its job properly? Minister to act on information put before him. The Prime Minister was warned about Mandelson. He knew, but he decided it was a risk worth taking. And as the leader of the Scottish Labour Party pointed out today, it's not just the Mandelson affair. Time and time again, the Prime Minister will get to and that is what we are worried about, Mr. Speaker. The PM's head of communications has resigned. Has resigned. The leader of the Scottish Labour Party says the Prime Minister should resign. It seems like more and more people, even in the Labour Party, are now coming to the same conclusion as the public. This country deserves better.
Aku was Jackie. Oh, Lucas! He kept listening to the behind the sheet.
The information that has come out since his appointment has made it clear that Peter lied to the Prime Minister about the state of his relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. And had the Prime Minister have known then, at the point of appointment, what we all know now, with the privilege of hindsight, he would not have appointed him in the first place. He asked me a number of questions about the process, I think, which flowed from the humble address. As I've already informed the House, Mr. Speaker, the government is working with the leadership of the Intelligence and Security Committee to ensure that we can comply with the humble address, incorporate the transparency to release the documents in the way that we have said we will, in compliance with the Met Police investigation and other constraints which are currently being managed. And we will ensure that the Intelligence and Security Committee is given all the available support it needs to be able to service the House effectively in line with that humble address.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I'm grateful to the right honourable gentleman for his speech. Relevant direct ministerial appointments, including politically appointed diplomatic roles.
queimou você não quebrou celular do bolso e mãe veio. Eu já disse que para se você tudo.
In the past, political appointees to ambassadorial roles have never been before the committee, but only at foreign officers' discretion. We don't want discretion anymore. We would like it written into the rules that before someone is appointed to an ambassadorial role, or the chair of the British Council, or the director of the Institute World Service, we would like a political appointee to be in public before the Foreign Affairs Committee and answer our questions.
Can I thank the chair of the Foreign Affairs Select Committee for her question? She raises important points about the process, particularly for the appointments of ambassadors, and the delay between announcement, appointment, and also the post-country appointments to formally appoint them to their role. That's why we've made it clear that the security vetting process will now have to be completed before announcement and confirmation. She asked me about the appointment hearing. I know that the Permanent Secretary of the Foreign Office has already informed her committee that the committee is entitled to invite ambassadors to appear before to answer questions before the continued
Guillaume is Bobby.
We must remember that we're having this conversation with the courage of women and girls.
Forget the extent and all of main vandalism's baggage. Could the Chief Secretary finally explain to the House why Mandelson was ever on the short list of people being considered to be appointed to probably our
Can I thank the chair of the Select Committee for his question? On his first question around privilege, I don't for one second question the supremacy of Parliament or the basis of Parliament is in discussions with the and that it's important that we information that doesn't then affect criminal investigations. The Cabinet Secretary and others are in discussions with the Met Police about that, and we hope to be able to say more soon. On his question on the bill, as I informed the House last week, the government's preference is to bring forward legislation that could be applied to any peer who is subject to breaching the rules and bringing the other place into disrepute. We have begun the work at looking at the scope and ability for that bill to be brought forward to the House. I've been informed that that has not been a bill of that nature has not been brought before Parliament since